Hi, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for May 2022. This is going to be for Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Those intuitively guided to the channel. You may have planets in the sign of Cancer, or maybe you're just checking up on a Cancer's energy. So whatever brought you, welcome. Let's go ahead and get right into your reading. We're going to start with the Mother Mary Oracle deck. Get a little bit of words of wisdom, and then we're going to bring in the tarot. We're going to bring in the light seers and other ones, but we're going to start with that. Okay. We have trust. I know that God, in His infinite wisdom and love, is answering my prayers right now. Trust. I know that God, in His infinite wisdom and love, is answering my prayers right now. Okay. We'll see how that relates to the reading. Sorry. And then we'll read it at the end. Okay, let's go ahead and bring in the light seers. As you, the majority of you know, everything's already pre-shuffled, but we'll give it a shuffle or two for you. Again, we're using the light seers. Really one of my newest favorite decks. Let's give them a cut. And we are just going to read off the top and let the story or stories unfold on their own. Let me bring this down. And let's begin. We have the Fool. The Fool, free and clear, willing to take a chance, take a leap. You know, I feel like the Fool knows that if I fall, my angels will catch me. There's someone there to catch me. Take a chance, take a leap. This is leaving the past in the behind, leaving the past behind, or in the behind. You know, this is very carefree energy. I like opening your reading up this way, okay? We have the Two of Wands. Wow. It's like Cancer, you have some type of plan, something you want to put into action. And I feel like this is the time. You know, it's like the world is your oyster. And I feel like you're feeling that. Now, you know, we're doing these readings early, but don't, you know, time is fluid. Sometimes a reading 5 years ago makes sense today. Anyways, I like to do them a little early because I want to give you, you know, kind of like a heads up. You know, it looks like she's been planning something. You know, she's got the globe, the world in her hand. She's got this VW bus. Maybe that's her transportation. You know, reminds me of my teenage years. And, you know, I guess I grew up in the time of the hippies. And that's what a lot of us drove. We have the Eight of Wands. Okay, fast-moving energy. This is all about your intention. We have the Page of Cups. First of all, just look at this card, and you can see how it's like different vibrations, right? You know, like this person's on this vibration, this person with the legs hanging over is on this vibration, but they're actually the same person. You know, this is your different vibrations. This is the energy of really learning to love oneself. This can be news also. Page brings in news. And this can speak of love. You know, it's funny. All of a sudden, I just saw that symbol you see a lot of people do with their hands, and then there's a heart in it. All right, let's go above it. All right, above the Fool, we have the Eight of Swords. And you know, I kind of feel like I feel like this is of the past. This is where I kind of hold myself back. You know, I've created a self-created prison to, you know, for like layers of protection around me. But I feel like that's of yesteryear. I feel like you've done a lot of internal work, spiritual work, human work, and I feel like it's been about freeing yourself. I feel like, you know, a sense of freedom within you. Now, you know, you can be freeing yourself from another, but this is more about you, like almost like a clarity within. The only person who can free themselves from the Eight of Swords is the person who created it, and that's you. It can be speaking of someone else who has created this for themselves, but they're the only ones who could bring that down. So, anyways, I feel like it's more you, though, to be honest. We have the Four of Cups. Interesting. It's almost like this is reading, this top line is reading as the past. This present line is reading as the present. We'll see what the last line reads as. Because I feel like, you know, I can't have the Eight of Swords and the Four of Cups and the Fool and the Two of Wands. They're opposite energies. They're on different vibrations. So I've got to look at this. So the Four Cups is really it's an energy of inactivity. Though listen, you still have these dreams and these hopes and these wishes. There's things that you still want to do, but at that point, there's not much action towards it. It's telling us why. Because of the Eight of Swords, because of some type of fear factor around that. I feel like you cleared it. Matter of fact, let's take the next card. We have the Five of Pentacles. Maybe you didn't have a chance. Maybe it wasn't up to you. It wasn't your choice. Five of Pentacles can feel like a tower has happened. It's the energy of feeling thrown out into the cold. Maybe it did happen, and maybe it was uncomfortable, but maybe it's the best thing that ever happened to you at the same time, because as we go into the present, it looks completely different than the past. You know, the Five of Pentacles, it's almost like another energy. If you just look at the image, it reminds me of the Eight of Swords, because here she is and she's just like kind of slumped on the floor, right? But here's the door right here. And not just the door, but here's the key. Here's the key to unlock this new door. So I feel like a tower happened, something out of your control, and I do think it took a minute or two for you to overcome it. It's interesting because in the Five of Pentacles, you usually don't have the luxury of doing nothing about it. It's almost like, to me, it's the energy of where I have to keep moving. Like, I don't have a choice. If it's relating to my Pentacles, I have to keep working, that type of thing. And then we have the Queen of Wands. Can be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But I tell you, this queen finishing this line is the perfect queen, because This is the queen of intuition. Um, this is the queen of action, and that's exactly what this line needs was action. Almost like leaving the past has got to stay in the past, right? Remember, in the foal's energy, you still have the tools of that chapter. If you completed it, if you took the test at the end, let's say, you gained that toll, you gained that degree. So, anyways, Queen of Wands, she moves according to her desires, what stirs her soul, that type of energy. Um, it's almost like, I don't know, I feel like she's waving this wand and she's releasing all this heaviness up here. And it would make sense that the Queen of Wands, the Fool would follow the Queen of Wands in a spread because, first of all, let's say it's Aries, right? Or let's say we're in spring, at least in the northern hemisphere, we're in spring. Um, this is a time when we're starting to plant those seeds. We're preparing for our harvest. I know there's something. There's something. It just feels kind of exciting. But do you dare yourself? Well, hello, lovers. First of all, your neighbor, card Gemini. We're in the year of the lovers, universal year 6. And you have the lovers right under the Fool. Right under the Fool. Interesting. Some of you may be on a journey or you're thinking about it. You're putting your intention out. And there may be someone on your mind of a younger time, another time. Let's just say it doesn't have to be just another time. And some of you have like your eyes or your intention set on them. Listen, maybe after all of this, definitely after all of this, because again, one doesn't match the other. They're different vibrations, right? So I feel like with the Queen, this is the raising of the vibration, the Fool, the taking a chance. Two of Wands, she definitely, it's like she got that plan in place. And Eight of Wands, fast moving energy, but also her intention. So again, we end up at the lovers. We have the Five of Wands next to the lovers. First of all, this is a like-minded energy, but this is kind of battling type energy. Even though I do want to say it's a 6 and a 5, which is an 11, which is to me a symbol of the twins. We have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. First of all, this Queen, I just want you to notice her sword is down. She's not in defensive mode, even though Five of Wands is right there, but her back is to that Five of Wands. Almost like, doesn't feel like they're the same energy. It's interesting. I feel like there's someone out there who had met someone, and I feel like you had somewhat of like a heated discussion. Maybe it was like, like I went out with my girlfriends or boyfriend or guy friends, and I met someone and we were having this discussion and it became heated. But when I say heated, I don't mean like mean, I mean passionate. And then I feel like maybe that was it. You know what I mean? Like, and then the night ended and you went your way and they went their way. I feel like that person's coming back into your life again. I really don't feel like you gotta look for him or her. I feel like it'll just naturally happen. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just feel like they're coming back. Not they're coming back. The two of you are connecting again. We have the Seven of Wands. First of all, look at her position. It's like, what do they call that? The lotus position? Um, Very Zen like, right? Very rising above the drama type energy. That I just don't want it in my life type of thing. So I rise above it. It's like aligning her chakras, I feel. Or she's been on this journey of alignment. Alignment. I don't know if that's the right word. Okay. I'm looking at the lovers, and I'm thinking, the lovers, is this someone that they were arguing with? Now, for some of you, it could be, and I feel like there's an opportunity to rise. Right? Like everyone rising above the drama of something. Um, but I also feel, for some of you, this is about the freeing of yourself. And again, listen, I feel like for some of you, like the tower happened to you and put you in, put you down and out. Um, but here's the thing, I feel like, and this seems to be a theme this month, because I feel like the Fool's not talking about yesterday. The Fool's talking about what will be. So is the Two of Wands, right? This is moving forward. So this Lovers is really sitting in the forward position. Excuse me. So I feel like this Five of Wands is really tied to this Four of Cups. Why did I create this Eight of Swords, this self-created prison? It had to be somewhat from this Five of Wands, which is, um, there's no victor in this energy. It's just drama. It's just ego, and it gets no one anywhere. The thing I often feel in the Five of Wands, though, is this is very like-minded people, and if they chose to work together, it's like what an energy force they could create, but they didn't. So I feel like that's part of, where this wall comes from or came from. Matter of fact, they may even handed you a tower. Someone broke up with you, that type of thing, or you lost a job, that type of thing. Something feels like it was taken from you, and it did. I feel like it did knock you down a little bit. However, at the same time, I'm seeing what's mirroring it, and that's that Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is her interest lies in the truth and honesty, in to herself and also to others, right? She demands honesty. Like, if you're not going to be honest with me, don't bother me, right? Don't bother me. She's definitely in that energy because she's of like the non defensive energy, even though she's got a lot of it around her, right? It's like, I don't know. It's almost like meditating, in the middle of Times Square, and being successful at it. Um, so my point is, I know for some of you, this lover's energy, and I do feel it's a connection. I do feel it's a connection of some sort. But I can't even help notice that 11 there too. So, You know, some of you, I feel like this is where the next journey is taking you. Okay, we have the Three of Wands on the bottom of the deck. It's almost like waiting for the green light. Give me the green light. Three of Wands is staying optimistic about your future and all that it can be. You know, I feel like in the Three of Wands, listen, I don't need to know the end. I want to enjoy the here and now. Three of Wands can speak of some type of energy that comes towards you that enables you to move onto this path. You know, Cancer, you're moving just as your neighbor onto a Wands energy. So interesting, Gemini, because I did theirs, and they're also moving onto a Wands type energy, which means fire in your belly, in the upright. All right, let's bring in the Gilded Tarot. You know, it's like you're saying to yourself, I'll be damned. Like this is getting me nowhere. Whether it be a person, whether it be your thought system, whether, you know, whatever it is, it's like, it's this feeling of, okay, you know, this is getting me nowhere. And I feel like what that does is it kind of instinctively sets you free to start this new journey. But I almost feel like those words have to come out of your mouth. We have the Six of Cups. We have the Queen of Wands again. Coming over the Two of Wands. This is definitely movement. This is definitely taking action. You know, the Four of Cups, again, where there can be a lot of inactivity. I feel like that luxury. You know, I don't want to say the luxury is over, because I feel like I don't feel like that time was serving you. However, in the same breath, I feel like for some of you, as you were in that energy, you may have had like these great epiphanies, these ideas. There may have been someone who came to your mind. You may have made the choice to go after that. You know, Six of Cups can certainly speak as someone of the past. And I felt that for some of you. But this would be someone who I have good memories of. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Star. This is your hopes, your dreams, your wishes. Mirrored by that Six of Cups, by the way. And then we have, look at this, the Knight of Wands coming over the Lovers. Now, I have to say, I feel like, first of all, I feel like your homestead, so to speak, had been disrupted in some way, whether that means your money, a relationship. I feel like, and I don't feel like I'm predicting anything. This already happened. You know, like in some way, you know, like your foundation was shook. It was shook. Now, I know it was hard. I know it may have taken time to overcome, but I have to be honest, I feel like it is moving you in place. So, something that, I don't have the Three of Swords. I don't have like heartache, but I do have the struggle. Like the struggle of, getting myself out of this and out of my head and into movement and action and passion and desire, right? It's a different mindset. And I feel like that's what you've been working on. And therefore, I feel like that's exactly what you accomplish. I do feel like some of you have moved. And it's interesting. it may have felt like the worst day of your life, but I feel like someday soon you're going to feel like it was the best thing of your life. Because I do feel like there is a connection coming in, whether you've known them or not. And listen, it doesn't mean you that like we were lovers. You could have been friends. You could have been. It could have been, your friend's ex-boyfriend. At the time. You know what I mean? Like that type of thing. Because I feel like for some reason I feel like the foundation of friendship being built already. Now that can also speak of past lives. Um, So, anyways, with the star here, it's telling me that your intentions had changed. Your viewpoint had changed, and I feel like you're giving something a chance. I don't feel like all the fear is gone, but I feel like it's like a good type of fear. You know what I mean? It's like the butterflies. So, and then we have the Knight of Wands coming over the lovers. Well, hello, passion. Fast moving energy on that too. It's interesting how we hold ourselves in place sometimes for so long, just thinking that, this is it. How am I going to get over this? How's things ever going to get better? And in some way, somehow, maybe through your energy, your praying, whatever, it does. And it can. But it does, it takes our effort. It takes our movement. And the universe is like right behind you, like right there. We have the Five of Swords coming over the Five of Wands. We have the Nine of Swords coming over the Queen of Swords. And then we have the Hangman. Okay. Let's look at this. So, the Nine of Swords, that is worry, right? It would, like, from the Eight of Swords to the Nine of Swords. It's showing you how, this wall of protection I created, eventually it's like it goes to my head, right? It causes me to overthink. It causes me to fear change. Therefore, it holds me in place, kind of like what the Hangman does. Like being held in place. The Nine is about reflection, though, the final reflection. Nine of Swords is about unnecessary worry. Unnecessary worry. Now, it's created from the Five of Swords, which makes complete sense, right? So, I feel like there was someone at some time who was very egotistical and maybe was not good with their words. Now, did you get pulled into that? Probably a little bit. And then it kind of feels like the universe snapped it. You know what I mean? Like, snapped it. Like, But nonetheless, it did not lead, it didn't lead, it left you, almost like curled up in a ball. But it's about what you do from that point, right? I'm going to pick myself up. So, I feel like a certain type of fear is good, like, again, like those butterflies. And I don't even know if I want to call that fear, it's excitement. Maybe you confuse them. Maybe that excitement you feel that maybe meeting someone who really has that effect on you, maybe you're misreading it as like, oh, this is gonna hurt me, this isn't gonna be good, that type of thing, based off the past. It's based off the past. Anytime you see the 5, it's about change, right? But first I got to look at it. So the past affecting your present day, let's say decisions, right? Your present day mind, the way you think. I don't want to say the way you think, but maybe it causes some blocks in allowing yourself to experience, right? I get it. Like, we've all been through this type of energy in different ways. But that is not meant to stay. Just not. Okay. Um, you know, I wanna pick this up, and I wanna look at the Fool and the Lovers just on their own. I hope you don't mind. It means your reading is going to be a little bit longer. But I just feel like I have to. Let's not forget about that, right? Because with the Fool and the Lovers, that could be quite beautiful energy, right? But just got a blindfold on. This person's seeing herself. It's like she's seeing the mirror of what she's doing to herself. Anyway, I don't want to look at that. So I just want to know, from the Fool to the Lovers, what does that mean for those that are here? Well, hello. Hello. Ace of Cups. I mean, I got goosebumps everywhere. Angel bumps. Ask and ye shall receive. Just look at this. I feel like I gotta lift the lid a little bit. You have the Lovers, the Fool, and the Ace of Cups. This is the beginning of a love affair, no doubt. No doubt. I think when this comes together, let's put it that way, I think you will just know. I think you will just know. I do not think that this is bringing hardship, hurt, pain, that type of thing with it. Quite the opposite. I don't feel like this is bringing someone who cannot be yours. You know what I mean? It could be temporarily. They cannot be, or you cannot be. But I do not feel like this is like someone who I'm going to sit back and wait years to like free themselves from someone. No. This feels like too special. You know what I mean? Like if someone was married, and not that I'm saying to do this, but I feel like almost like if I met you and I was married to someone else, but I felt what I felt, boy, it'd be very hard for me to stay in that marriage. Now, I almost wish I didn't bring all that up because I want to keep this. I feel like this is, it's like very fresh, very passionate, very loving, equal, very equal, if you know what I mean. Like very equal. The give and take, equal. You know what I mean? Like it's like where I want to give and they want to give, right? And you're allowing yourself to receive and they're allowing themselves to receive. Maybe it's a destination, right? I need to get myself to this Fool's energy. I think I'm going to leave it there. Though I am going to read Trust from Mother Mary. I feel like I have to. You know, there's times when it's like, I make the reading longer, like, knowing I felt this urge to pick these two up and just one more card. And there it is, the Ace of Cups. You know what I mean? Like I'm trusting my guides and trust your guides. Okay. You ask this question because you desire reassurance that everything is going to be okay. This card asks you to trust that indeed it will be. By relaxing with faith and trusting in God's infinite intelligence, you open the doorway to the answers to your prayers. In this way, you are more receptive to hearing heavenly guidance, which gives you intuitive instructions about which action steps to take, just like I was intuitively instructed here. And this is for you. As you take them, you bring about divine results. You bring about divine results. This card promises you a favorable resolution to your current situation, even if it differs from your expectations. Mother Mary lovingly asks you to step out of the way so that God's handiwork has room to enter. Surrender any fears, worries, or desires to control the outcome. Trust in God's wisdom and love. Love. I mean, what a blessing. What a blessing. Amen. And I'm going to leave it there, guys. I'm going to leave it there. I love you. I cannot wait to read your comments. I'm not kidding. I hope many of you stuck around to the end. Not many people do. But if you did, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. Like, how do you leave halfway? I don't know. Because I feel like everything really is resolved or brought to the forefront by the end. So anyways, how beautiful. I love it. I love you. I will see you next time at my table. Bye-bye.